Okay, great leaders. Let us consider today's simple equation. Simple equation. And before we do that, you need to know what a mathematical sentence is. A mathematical sentence is a statement that indicates relationship between mathematical expressions. Between two mathematical expressions is called a mathematical sentence. A statement that indicates or that shows a relationship between two mathematical expressions is called a mathematical statement or sentence. Mathematical sentence is a statement that shows relationship between two expressions or terms. Example, you have T is directly proportional to R. That is a mathematical sentence. T is directly proportional to R is a mathematical sentence. But when a mathematical sentence shows equality, then it becomes an equation. When a mathematical sentence shows or indicates equality between the two mathematical expressions or terms, then it becomes an equation. Example, T is equal to R. A is equal to pi R squared. 2x is equal to 4. These are different equations, but yet we can still identify a formula from here. An equation shows the equality between two mathematical expressions. An equation shows the equality between two mathematical expressions, so the equal to sign is used to represent an equation. But a sentence or statement that only shows relationship is called a mathematical sentence. And I've given an example of such. T is directly proportional to R. This is a sign of proportionality. But when such sentence shows equality of these two mathematical expressions or terms, then it becomes an equation. And these are some of the examples of equations. Now, a formula is still an equation, but that has standard variables. A formula is still an equation that has standard variables. The variables in a formula are standard. The variables in a formula are specific. They are well defined. For example, this is a formula because that is the area of a circle. The area of a circle is pi R squared. This is a formula. I said a formula is simply an equation that has standard variables or whose variables are well defined. This is a formula because this formula is used all over the world. If you're asked to state the area of a circle, it's simply pi R squared, where pi is 3.14 and R is the radius of the circle. So you should know that a statement or a mathematical sentence that shows equality of two expressions or terms is called an equation. It's called an equation. It's called an equation. Then a formula, I said a formula is simply an equation that has standard variables. An equation that has standard variables or specific variables, could be specific or well-defined. Specific variables or well-defined variables. And I said, example, we have area of a circle, which is pi r squared. Perimeter of a rectangle, which is 2 into L plus B. Perimeter, area of a rectangle, which is length times breadth. These are all different formulas. So you can see that this is what we need to know to help us deal with equation. Now let's deal with some simple equations. Dealing with simple equations. You've been taught inverses in the previous class. Look at this. This is a simple equation. X plus 4 is equal to 6. Find x. X plus 4 is equal to 6. Find x. If you open your textbook to check on this type of problem is written as a box plus 4 is equal to 6. Then you now be taught, what will you add to the box to make you, if you add 4 to it, you get 6. You now be thinking, 2. And your teacher will say, correct. But right now, I'm helping you to deal with problems in a matured way. So it is a box I have called X. The box is the X. The box could also be the Y. The box could be the T. The box could be the P. So you want to find the value of X. If you know what X is, then that is what the box is. Then let us deal with that solution. You have X plus 4 is equal to 6. You want to find X. To find X simply means you should make X to stand alone. Let X stand alone. If X is going to stand alone, then plus 4 will leave. Plus 4 will leave to the other part of the word or the other part of the equation. Plus 4 will leave to the other part of the equation. If that is true, so we have X is equal to 6. Always respect the numbers you have after the equality sign. 6, then plus 4 is coming over. If plus 4 goes to that area, it will become the inverse of plus 4. And the inverse of plus 4 is minus 4. So you have X is equal to 2. That is the answer. X is equal to 2. Some people will also be taught in this form. You have X plus 4 is equal to 6. You'll be asked, how do you eliminate 4? What will you do to 4 to make it become 0? Is to put minus 4 by this side. So you will now be said that you should introduce minus 4 at both sides. So you'll be having X plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 6 minus 4. Plus 4 minus 4 is 0. So you have X is equal to 2 as the final answer. But all the same, this is how you solve your simple equations. This is how you solve your simple equations. If you have y minus 7 is equal to 10, you have to find y. Find y. You want only y to stand. That's why they said you find y. So y will be equal to 10. If minus 7 is going the other side, it will become the inverse of minus 7, which is plus 7. So your y is equal to 17. Here is your final answer. So today we have considered simple equation. I have been able to explain to you what a mathematical sentence is. I said is a statement that shows or that indicates the relationship between two expressions or terms. And I gave example. I said if a sentence shows equality, then it becomes an equation. And I said an equation that has standard or specific or well-defined variables are what we call such equation a formula. So I've been able to differentiate between an equation and a formula. And I've given you examples of formulas. We've dealt with simple equations today here in the class. So you do this quickly. Do the following. Do the following. Find the unknown. Number 1, you have t plus 10 is equal to 20. Number 2, you have y minus 8 is equal to minus 4. Do this. Apply your idea of integers and get the right answer. T plus 10 is equal to 20 and y minus 8 is equal to minus 4. Get the right answer. If you're done, forward your answers to me. Thank you.